Happy Tuesday and good afternoon, YouTube modelers. This is Robert Bishop from RB Model Works coming at you from Moscow, Idaho. Finally got time to go ahead and get this done. I was waiting for another charger to get completed so I could just kind of wrap them all into one. But yeah, this is my finished 72 AJ Foyt Mercury. A lot of work went into this to kind of get it that stock chassis kind of straight. Yeah, kind of heat stained the headers a little bit. And most of that work comes on the interior, the cage, and just getting it to sit right, and then up in the engine compartment. Don't know if you'll be able to see in there. No, it's kind of hard to see in there. But I put the gauge bezels in. My pins keep coming off. But I got some trunk and hood pins. Those are by Mr. Model in Brazil. He's got some really good product at a really good price. Anyway, the distributor is from Mark Dunlop up at Off the Sprue up in Canada. Kind of hard to tell, but what I did was back here, if you remember the MPC kits, they have that piece that goes behind the firewall to just kind of fill in the sides, because this was kind of just a one-piece chassis that fit everything. What I did was see if I can't get that to focus a little there. What I did is I trimmed it down to the size of the firewall and married it to the firewall, body worked it. You can see I've got just a few little lines in there. I kind of just mimicked the cast lines that are on the kit firewall. Then we got that's from a Salvino's kit, and then I wired it up. Then you can see I made kind of this front shroud thing that goes over just to fill that area in. And then just a simulated bead roll with some 0.10. And then you can see I did you get a smaller one of those. See, I put some screen down here in these, and then I was very lucky. Once I folded this screen here on this center section, it literally stuck there for me. I had to kind of peel it out of there just to get glue down on this point and then over on this point. So that was really nice. And then these are nut and bolt detail from MadWorks. And then these light covers are actually from the Model Car Garage Salvino set. You can see they have some covers on the front there. So yeah, I just used those from a previous build that I used some parts of it out of there, but not those. So, and then see the hood pins there by Mr. Model. Then you can see the chrome trim. What I started using was Hasagawa's chrome trim. Actually, it's called Mirror Finish. It's slightly elastic, and very, very, very sticky. So it's a good alternative. Oh, and then the rear, I fashioned my own back plate to go over the tail light assembly. And that fine brass rod that I put in there to simulate the rivets. The tires are 1/24th monogram, and the wheels are Salvino's 1/25th steel wheels. And then I just used a piece of aluminum tubing and all these aluminum rod to simulate the valve stem. The decals were an old set of yesterday decals that I had, and then I've got so many Neil Bonnet Thunderbird kits. And I bought some more online, but I've got about 15 sets of these number 21s. So I had to use 2 sets for this. But that, anytime you can get those decals, hey, it's good for the 21s. And then I just cut them out real close to the lettering and be done with it. So that's it for my Mercury. Next up is Buddy Arrington's 73 Charger. This was a nice build. The main thing I really screwed up on is the paint. When I clear coated this, I clear coated it with MCW gloss clear enamel. I forgot this requires a hardener. So what happened, and you really can't see them a whole lot, I've tried to buff most of it out, but the clear coat came out soft. So I got a lot of fingerprints in it, unfortunately, but most of them buffed out for me. Pretty standard build. I didn't want chrome, so once I got my tires decaled, I sprayed the entire wheel and tire with Testors square bottle dull coat lacquer. Of course, Ace decals, always top of the line. I love always using Ace decals. And then on homemade rear spoiler. I was trimming it up, and I'll be damned if I didn't just nick a little extra off that side, but that's all right. I'm not overly worried about it. I had a couple spots there on the hood where I had couple spatters from the paint, so when I sanded the paint, I had these white spots pop up. I'm like, well, live and learn. But these colors are directly from Mr. Joey Arrington, Buddy's son himself. The colors are Ford Corporate Blue and 65 Chrysler Bright Red. He said his father just figured that was one of the easiest ways to just cover up the petty car, was using those colors. See if we can get some interior. Again, I use my gauge bezels in there. See if I can't get it to focus in there. And then these are one of my cast seats. And what I wanted to do was try the herringbone decal from Mr. Model to see how it looked, and I really like the way it came out. So once the Petty Roadrunner comes out, I'll have decals for that. Come on, focus back. There we go. So yeah, another Charger done. I'm going to be doing a video log of my Charger builds here soon. I'm just going to do a power slide type presentation. This is Charger number 22 in the last 20 months, 18 months or so. I've done one 1967 David Pearson. I've done a number 10 Neil Bonnet 1968. I've done a Ray Elder 69 Daytona, and I've done Buddy Baker's number 88 Baby Blue Daytona, and this is my 18th. Yes, you heard that right. 18th Salvino Charger. What is sad is I'm looking up at my shelf, and I have 4, 6. I have 7 Salvino Chargers. 1, 2. I've got 4 67s. I've got 2 68s. I've got a 69 500 that I'm working on. And I have 5 Daytonas, 2 Superbirds, 270 Plymouth Roadrunners, 269 Plymouth Roadrunners. So I have got tons of Dodges to do still. But I am switching over because I'm getting myself set up model wise and decal wise to do really start pumping out my Wood Brothers builds. Wood Brothers is all time my favorite team. I met them years ago in Charlotte at a meet and greet, and I just, I can't say enough. They're just some class act guys. But this is the one I'm working on now. Pretty much got the body work done. I'm going to go ahead and do one more coat of primer on it. And I was going to do Fred Lorenzen's number 28 Piper. And then someone told me that if you look closely, that yesterday's decal sheet had the wrong 28 on the back here. Since this is red, the 28 is supposed to be gold. Yesterday's goofed that up, and it's a red 28. So I scrapped that, and I figured, well, I'm just going to keep working on it, and once I figure it out, I'm going to do it. This cage eventually gets sucked down. Once I get everything painted, we'll get sucked down and glued to the dash. But this is the original Charger hoop that goes in there. Everything else is scratch built. The sides are from an AMT. You can see the net bar that I cleaned up and left on there, but then the side bars. And then this is all home built or scratch built. But what I decided to do was I'm going to do Dave Marcus number 30 Winter Park Dodge, the light blue with the black top. And it's not a vinyl top. They just wanted to paint it flat black to give it that look of a vinyl top. Why they'd want it to look like a vinyl top is beyond me, but hey, what do I know? I just build the models. So, and then last but not least, there's been talk since Testers is doubling their price. There's been talk of, Model Masters, a lot of reminiscing and stuff. So what I decided to do, and I'll pull a couple of the colors here. What I decided to do was, there we go. test some of these Mr. Color buffable paints. And actually, I think I'm going to turn the other light on for this. Yep, there we go. So, but you will notice up top is the color that is sprayed as is. And then you can see how dull it is. And you will see from a buffable standpoint that it comes off. Come on. So you can see how well it buffs out. So what I'm going to do is, the main thing was to let people know that as much as they love the metalizers from Model Masters, that there is an option out there. You can see, and I sprayed this entire thing in 15 minutes, taping it off and everything. So it's not the best, but I just wanted to give everybody the opportunity to see that it does polish out very nice. And if you take your time, unlike me, and just hurry through it, you can get really great results. So this is the brass, iron, chrome silver, stainless steel, gold, and then aluminum. So you'll be able to see, and I did just some light buffing. But you'll be able to see from a buffing standpoint how much of that just comes right off. So have no fear if you really like those buffable metalizers. You now have a viable option for that. And what's going to show up most is I'll do this iron one. See how that just buffs right out. So, and that's it. So anyway, we got a lot packed into one video today, running up to 20 minutes. So I'm going to get off of here. I appreciate you guys watching. Please click that like and subscribe button below. I appreciate all my YouTube subscribers. And I always appreciate the video, the comments and the thumbs up. And y'all stay safe and have a blessed day. Thank you.